Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a love message from your person. I'm going to be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as a peek into their mental and emotional process at this time, okay? So let's get a clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, so the first message we have is taking a different approach. So clearly I'm getting, the first thing I just got is discreet. Okay, so clearly this is a masculine energy who is trying to be very, very discreet at this time. And I'm getting that you have no idea what's about to happen. I'm picking up on a connection that wasn't working in the past. And this was directly tied to the dynamic. So maybe this is a connection that may have started off very, very blissful, but at some point the dynamic changed in a major way and caused a major imbalance of your energies here. I'm picking up on a relationship or a connection that, it's kind of solid, a lot of love here, but it's clear that things could no longer continue how they were in the past. And currently this masculine energy is aware of this and they're planning to take action, but in a very different way, okay? The energy of this card is very, very interesting. I feel Divine Feminine, this is someone that you think about often, and you may wonder how they view you and your connection, okay? But this masculine has never stopped thinking of you. They've actually been watching you pretty closely. If they have access to you visually, okay, via social media, if you have the same friend groups, or even if you are in minimal communication, they've been paying attention to you. Because something about this energy feels very strategic, but not in a malicious kind of way, but in a way where they feel like it's best that you don't know what they're doing, or you're not privy to the moves that they're taking behind the scenes. So there's kind of like this element of surprise here as well. But I'm also getting, I just got assistance, okay? So your person could definitely be opening this up for opinions. They could be trying to get some type of assistance with this approach. They could be asking, other people for their opinions here. And I feel like this could be a new thing. Everything about this approach feels new. It feels strategic. It feels like something that's being well thought out or planned at this time, okay? But someone external to this connection is definitely giving them some type of advice about you. But I'm getting that this is favorable advice. So this is actually helping them. And they're seeking some type of important information or some type of sign. It's like this connection that they have with you is important as well. And this next move that they're planning to take is just as important. But for some reason, they would rather not ask you directly. So whether you know it or not, Divine Feminine, the fact that they're paying close attention to you, you could be like indirectly guiding them. You could be ordering their steps. They could be watching you, and depending on what moves you're making, you're kind of helping them make moves as well, okay? There's a very interesting energy with this, but they're definitely sitting back and analyzing. But this is a light energy here. So they may have a really good reason for approaching, this connection in this way. So you definitely could be picking up on your person's energy very heavy at this time. Or if you know them very well, you could be picking up on the fact that they're up to something, or they're coming off really, really inquisitive, but in a very nonchalant type of way. Something is really driving them to come towards you. So whatever they're trying to find out is very important to them, and it's directly tied to your connection. So you may be asking yourself as well, Divine Feminine, like, why are they paying so much attention to me? But this feels strategic. And I'm clearly getting that they don't want you to know what they're up to. But there's definitely an element of surprise or mystery here with this person's energy. But this time around, this could have been someone who approached you numerous times in the past. Maybe this is a cyclical kind of thing. But they feel like at this time, they don't want to open this up to you. They'd rather watch you closely and make their moves based upon the information that they're receiving, okay? So yeah, this is really, really interesting. Let's get the next message here. Wow. So the next message we have here is, I feel your energy. So yeah, I'm picking up on your energy with this card, Divine Feminine. And I'm getting that lately you have been feeling extremely magnetic, okay? Your life is beginning to take a very positive turn. You could be feeling really, really fulfilled in many areas of your life. But when it comes to your romantic partnerships, I'm getting specifically that you have been going through some type of releasing, okay? You've been clearing your energy. This could be from past connections. This could be from, you know, all of your connections. I feel like a heavy purge type of energy with this card here. And because you have been purging, you feel really, really refreshed, okay? This has kind of returned a lot of your energy back to you, and it's actually boosting your magnetism at this time. You're in a very powerful position. It's like you're beginning to feel more and more like yourself every single day. But when it comes to this connection with this particular masculine, you have mixed feelings about them. This could very well be someone that you moved on from, or maybe you've pulled back from. This could be physically or energetically. But deep down or secretly, you wonder how this person views you. You may wonder if they still think about you. You may wonder if they still love you. But you wonder how they truly view this connection that they had with you and what it really meant to them. You may even wonder if they miss you, okay? Their energy seems to linger in a way, or it's like this particular person seems to pop up maybe in your thoughts, okay? And this may catch you completely off guard. But what's interesting is that you're not alone in feeling this way. They feel this way too. The energy coming through here is very mutual. But what's being highlighted here is your energy and how your energy is currently affecting them. They feel like at this time, Divine Feminine, because of where you are on your personal journey, that your energy is telling them exactly what they need to know. I keep getting magnetic. So whether you know it or not, or even if you're at a distance from this masculine, you're kind of drawing this person towards you. So something that you're doing has them hyper focused on you. But I'm getting that this wasn't always the case, okay? This is definitely a connection that has picked up in the momentum lately, okay, on an energetic level. So I'm getting that you could be doing something different this time. But whatever it is sending a clear message to your person. But it's not something that you're saying directly. This is just your aura. This is just your essence. And honestly, I feel like this may be intentional. Maybe not for everyone, but I'm definitely picking up on a Divine Feminine who's at a place where they're tired of verbally communicating what it is that you need. So you've kind of taken upon yourself to embody this very powerful energy, and you're becoming all that you are seeking. So this definitely may be a connection that you felt like wasn't reciprocal in terms of emotional expression or effort. Maybe you communicated to your person how you feel, but there was always like this energy of uncertainty, because this is someone who feels like they know you very, very well, okay? And they feel as if you are directly communicating something to them. And instead of asking you, they're kind of trying to do this on their own. I feel like this can be an act of them like taking the initiative. Maybe this is something that you verbalized to them that they intuitively picked up that you need from them. But there's a very assertive energy coming through with this masculine. It's kind of like they're making it their business to navigate this connection differently. And they specifically don't want to share their moves with you because they want to make you an offer that you won't be able to refuse. It's like they don't want you to be able to put a stop to anything that they're saying. So it's like they're doing their research, they're watching you, they're studying you, okay? Yeah, and it's kind of like your person knows that this time they have to approach you differently. However they approached you in the past is not going to cut it. This is a divine feminine who has grown. It's like you require more depth. You require a solid connection. And although this is someone that you do think about, you're not willing to bend on these standards that you've set at this time. But maybe one point at your journey, you were willing to bend a little bit, but not anymore. And for whatever reason, this masculine knows this, okay? Even if you haven't verbalized this, your energy is coming off and letting this masculine know everything that they need to know at this time, okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message we have is, I was wrong about you. Wow. Okay, so if this message is resonating so far, I feel like where your person stands at this time, they're realizing that this time apart within this connection was needed, okay? So this is definitely someone who maybe you've had a type of stop and go dynamic. Maybe this is someone that, you know, you broke it off, you both went your separate ways, okay? But where they stand right now, they're realizing that the time apart from you was needed, because it actually allowed them to see another side of you that they were not getting before. You've changed, Divine Feminine, in a major way. And I feel like this is an internal change. Your overall perception is changed in how you view yourself, how you view the world, and also love. And this masculine can feel it. Maybe you haven't noticed how much you've changed as it pertains to how you show up in this connection, but your energy is emanating something very powerful at this time. I also feel like this is something that happened gradually. This was not an overnight process. This is something that you were actively working on over the course of time. But I'm getting that where you stand now, this person is realizing that they were wrong about a lot when it came to you. This is a masculine who thought they had you all figured out. They were the type to think that they knew your next move before you even took it. So this is someone that knows you very well, or they pay very close attention to you. But for a while, or at the beginning of your connection, or somewhere along your connection, they kind of viewed you as predictable. I keep getting predictable. So this is either in your communication or your action. And this may have very well shown up in how they responded to you. So they could have definitely became complacent at some point in your connection. But I'm getting that something that you've been doing is now beginning to take form. And there's currently a change of pace here. And honestly, I feel like this is pointing to a divine feminine energy where you actually may have done the total opposite of what this masculine was expecting at some point in this connection. This could also reference to how you communicate. So like I was saying earlier, there could have been a cyclical theme here to your connection, or there could have been a certain way that you engaged your masculine that kind of became the norm in your connection. And because of this, they always felt like they could read the energy of the connection simply by the actions that you would take. Or they could read your moods very well, and they would act according to the energy that you were showing them at that time, okay? This is a very attentive masculine energy here, or someone who may be very, very intuitive as well. But they're realizing that they were wrong. And how you're showing up now, this powerful position that you're in now, has them questioning if they ever really knew you, okay? Because the version of you that they got is vastly different from what your energy is communicating right now. So whether you know it or not, they feel like they're being introduced to a totally new version of you. And this is why they're being discreet. It's like they're trying to learn you before they approach you, because you've changed so much that maybe their old way of doing things just won't cut it this time, okay? And it's like, you know, whether you know it or not, Divine Feminine, you're very unrecognizable to this masculine, and it's making them feel a lot of emotions. It's actually pulling on them in ways that you can't even imagine and they can't even imagine. But they're extremely attracted to this side of you. That's like the crazy part, because it's awakened something in them that has them ready to pursue you on like a whole nother level. So much so that they're even asking people around them what they should do. And I feel like this is a new type of approach. Maybe in the past they wouldn't even, really speak to people. This is something that they would keep to themselves. But they're so thrown off, by where you are right now, Divine Feminine, that they're even willing to go out of their way to confide in, people that they are really, really close to ask them their opinions. This is something that they normally wouldn't do. And what's really interesting is the fact that they couldn't see this side of you when you were together or during the duration of your connection because of the dynamic that's sticking out here. So maybe things fell into a routine, because I keep getting predictable. So this is how they viewed you, or this was the overall energy of the connection after a while. But it's kind of like this masculine is happy that you've been apart, or happy that they've had this chance to kind of regroup, because they would have never seen this side of you. They're realizing at this stage that there is so much more to you, Divine Feminine. So you may be a person who just doesn't reveal much about you, or maybe you wait until you get extremely close to people, but you show them something different. So maybe you are a naturally, quiet or kind of passive, but they begin to see you as very assertive or straightforward, okay? Maybe you are very assertive, no cut cards, tell it like it is type of feminine energy. But recently you've been very laid back, you've been nonchalant or just very formal, okay? Maybe you were kind of reserved, but now you're embracing a more sensual, outgoing, bold side of yourself. But whatever you did, Divine Feminine, it's absolutely throwing them off their game a little bit, okay? They're realizing that not only were they wrong about you, but there's like so much more to your personality, okay? So this is why they're sitting back, they're watching you. It's like they're realizing that the old way is no longer acceptable. So things have changed in your connection, or whether you know it or not, you have initiated a powerful change, okay, within yourself, which is kind of rolling over into this connection with this masculine, okay? Wow, this reading may be very, very specific. I'm just getting that type of energy. Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message we have here is, tell me what you need. Yeah. This is a masculine who is definitely going to approach you in a very, very balanced way. They're wanting to do whatever it takes to get close to you at this time. And depending on where you are in your journey, Divine Feminine, this may be exactly what you were waiting for. They're realizing that they have to relearn you. This is definitely giving me like reintroduction vibes, where two people align on a journey, and for whatever reason, there seems to be some type of barrier. There seems to be something in the way of you really being able to open up to one another. And then, a higher power or the universe steps in and sends you on a different path, and you become more developed. You become a more authentic version of yourself, and very unapologetic about it. And where your person stands right now, they're looking at you and they're realizing, wow, I have a lot to learn. So yeah, they're studying you. They have to relearn you, okay? And this is someone who wants you, Divine Feminine, and they plan on showing you how much they want you, because you've been on their mind for a long time. No matter the distance, no matter the space, whatever has transpired in your connection, this is a masculine who has never kind of taken their eyes off of you, okay? And now they're at this time where the energy is rising. They feel this kind of initiative type of energy where they want to come towards you. And they want you, when they approach you, they're going to be very open. They want you to tell them what it is that you need. because, you know, we all have our needs. We all have the ways in which we like to be loved. And this is someone who wants to come in and they want to make sure that they treat you the best, okay? They realize that prejudging in the past or assuming this position where they felt like you were very predictable really made them lose out on the full experience of you, okay? This is a masculine who may have took your presence for granted, but you made them feel your absence. Trust and believe me, they felt your absence, Divine Feminine. And they realized that a huge part of the problem was them trying to be right. So now it's like they're trying to drive the connection in a better direction here. They want to create a safe space where you can fully express yourself. It's like where they stand, they're desperately wanting to know how you feel, but more importantly, what you need in this partnership, okay? Wow. Yeah, this is a very determined type of energy here. This could have been someone who you very well may have thought that, you know, things were never going to come back around, or things were going to continue to stay in that type of energy. But no, this is a different type of, they're taking a totally, this is something that's going to catch you completely off guard, okay? In the way they engage you, in the way they speak to you, everything is going to be completely different, okay? Okay, the next message that we have here is, wow, we have, I've never done this for anyone. Yeah. This is a very serious energy coming with this card, okay? This is a masculine who is, you know, very, very determined for some reason as it pertains to you in this connection. This may be shocking to you, Divine Feminine, but this is a masculine that doesn't usually come back around. Once they're done with someone, they're done, okay? But they want you to know that they've never done this before for anyone or like in any other connection. But there's something about this connection here that gives them the impression that there's more to it, okay? This is a masculine who feels that they have so much more to experience with you, especially since they made the mistake of thinking that they knew all there was to know about you. So whether you know it or not, you have their full attention, okay? But what's also being highlighted here is that they actually have this deep desire to know everything that they may have overlooked in the past. So this is someone who's going to be extremely attentive, like they're taking an entirely different approach. And I feel like they're focusing here on the emotional intimacy, okay? Because this very well may have been a sector of your connection that they overlooked in the past. Or this is someone who maybe you felt like they didn't, you know, pay attention to you emotionally, or whatever the case may be. There's a deep, like, emotional type of yearning that's here. And where your person stands right now, if this message is resonating with you, it literally took for them to kind of pull back from the connection for them to get like a full view of everything, a full view of you. And because you have developed so much during this time apart, you know, you've actually taken this time to heal yourself, not to, you know, run to, you know, get into other connections or to kind of take your mind off of this one. You kind of pulled that energy back into yourself, okay? And you've actually been clearing and cleansing from not only this connection, but I'm getting a Divine Feminine who's just been clearing your energy overall. And this is calling back so much of your power and so much of your divinity. And this is showing up externally. You're looking very radiant, very vibrant, and very magnetic at this time, okay? But yeah, this is very, very beautiful energy. This is someone who wants to get the full experience. This is someone who wants to grow with you. So depending on where you are, Divine Feminine, this may be good news. This could be someone that you're completely over. Maybe life is taking you in a different direction. But this is the energy that's just coming through here. So depending on, you know, how energetically bonded you are with this masculine, you definitely may feel their energy. For some of you, you may feel, you know, just random bouts of emotion, maybe a yearning for them, maybe missing them, but I'm overall getting a sense of a divine feminine who just thinks, you know, you deeply wonder how they really feel about you, how they really felt about this connection, and what it really meant to them based upon how they showed up in the past, okay? And they're ready to take a totally different approach towards you because they were so wrong about everything, okay? And they're going to tell you this as well. I feel like they're going to verbalize it to you, but you will definitely feel it in their energy, okay? Let's get the last message here. Wow. The last message we have is the tables have turned. Yeah. This is completely new energy, okay? So much has changed here. You have leveled up, divine feminine, and this masculine energy is really seeking to meet you exactly where you are, okay? I'm getting that there's a lot of love between you, but things have changed. Neither of you are the same here. And they know that in order to even be in your space, they have to come a certain way, because your energy alone is letting them know that you're not budging this time. And maybe in the past, this was very well a masculine energy that you would bend for, but I'm getting that you're not willing to do that anymore. And because of this, your energy is coming across so clear and concise that this masculine has to come from a different angle. But they're willing to do that, okay? They're coming in, making sure that you feel safe, making sure you feel secure, okay? They want to make sure that you are in a place where you're able to decide where you want this connection to go based upon your comfortability, okay? This is very important to them. And it's like they're the type of masculine that knows that you are the type of divine feminine who has to be well watered, okay? You desire a lot of TLC. You desire a lot of emotional stability, okay? They have to pour into you. And maybe this is something that was lacking in the past, okay? And this is the energy, you know, this is why this energy is so powerful, because they're approaching you from this different position because they want to come in and make you an offer that you will not be able to refuse. That's sticking out here. So it's like they're coming with their A game. They're coming with their best and hoping that they'll be able to really experience you in this connection on a much deeper level. So I don't know if this is something that you're open to at this stage of your journey, divine feminine, but this is coming towards you, okay? So whether you know it or not, if you've been thinking about a certain masculine from your past, wondering how they view you, they are watching you, they are plotting, they are planning, okay? And they are coming towards you with their best foot forward. So be prepared, okay? Prepare yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right here. If you resonated with this message, be sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.